You're moving to Florida, and I'm going to tell you today about the challenges of finding a home here in Florida in 2021. Hey everybody, my name is Craig Cunha. I am a local real estate agent right here in Southwest Florida. And if you're looking for more information on what it's like to live, play, eat, sleep, and buy real estate on the Gulf Coast, then this is the channel for you. So go ahead and subscribe and even comment down below so you're sure to see all the videos as they come out. I'm getting calls from people every day asking questions about what it's like to move to Florida, what are the conditions right now, and what can I expect? So if you've got a question, you've got to call, text, or email because I've got your back when moving to the Gulf Coast. Today we're going to talk about moving to Florida and the challenges of finding the right home in 2021. Yes, the market is completely different than anybody thought it would be. Stick around to the end when we talk about how to overcome not finding the right home and what you can do to remedy that. Let's first talk about the market conditions here in Southwest Florida. Currently, the median days on the market is 12 days. The median list price is $300,000. So prices have gone up. The days in the market, back in September of 2020, it was only 18 days in the market. So we have just been at a fast pace for about 6 months now, and it wasn't even too much longer than that previous to that time frame. Might have been 30 days earlier in the year, but it's been a blistering pace lately. Difficult to keep the properties on the market, and in most cases, you're into multiple offer situations. And I want to talk a little bit today about how we're going to set expectations when we're going into this market and some of the preparations you can make to be ready. First of all, there's going to be competition in almost every opportunity you have to find a home. If you love the home, there's a very good chance that somebody else is going to love it too. So be prepared to know that you're not going to be the only one. It could turn into multiple offers. And in those cases, you want to be really assertive and going for the property you want with determination and being realistic. Being realistic means if the market price for a home like that says that it's $350,000, we don't go in at $325. If the market's asking for $350, you may find yourself going to $375. I know nobody wants to pay more for something, but if you covet that home, if it's important to you, if you see the value in it, and most importantly, if you're borrowing money at these rates right now, that payment difference in most cases will be so insignificant when you can sit back and say, hey, you know what, that $20 a month, that was so worth it. I'd do it all over again. So keep things in perspective when you're putting together your offers. Follow the guidance of your real estate agent. They're pulling comps on what's selling in that area. That's comparables. So you can see what something sold for that was like that home and make the best decision. In these situations where you end up with multiple offers, in most cases, it's because the amenities being offered at that property are coveted by many people. In those situations, it's normally going to be a Gulf access property. If you're in Cape Coral, Fort Myers, maybe even Punta Gorda, all the way up and down the coast. The Gulf access properties are one of the premium things that people are looking for right now. Another premium thing is a pool. That does add value to the home and increases the price, but everybody wants to be cool when they come to Florida. They know it's going to be hot in the summertime. They want a pool. If they don't want those things, maybe they want to be in a gated community. Do you want to be secure behind gates? Be close to all your other neighbors? Do you have that big social family away from family? Or maybe you want to be close to schools. That could be very important to you. The commute to get the kids to school, being in a zone that has the good schools you want to be in. Maybe you need to be close to the airport, the highway. All those things, even including the beach, all those things are coveted by many people. So the competition will be higher. Set your expectations to know that and go in with an open mind to the situation. Lastly, as far as expectations, you need to be committed. You can't waffle around on your decisions. Be realistic in what your expectations are. And in many cases, the home that you're looking at exactly the way you see it, we can't duplicate that home. So if you like some features about it that are not common, then you really need to be assertive in your offer. Now I'm going to give you some perspective because the market doesn't care what you want. That's realistic. You may want something. Doesn't mean the market's going to give it to you. Also, when you're going into these situations, You may have been a seller yourself recently. Maybe you sold your home back up north, maybe not. But if you are in that situation, sit down in the chair for a minute and think about what you would want as a seller. Would you want multiple offers? Would you want that price to be pushed higher? Would you want people to overpay for the property? I'd wager to guess yes. So put yourself in that situation and understand they're expecting it from you as well. So if you want to be on the winning end of that bid, you need to go higher. The one thing that I have a lot of questions about right now is the comparables, because our prices are changing so quickly that when you see a comparable that might have been from 4 months ago, that's almost not a good number anymore. What we have to do is balance the asking prices of what's out there versus the sale prices of what has happened within a reasonable time frame. Because we may find that the only home available out there right now to you is $300,000, but the closest comparable says $275,000. Where do you put it? Do you come in at $275,000? If you do, I'm pretty sure you're not going to get it. If you go closer to that 300 number, just get closer, open the conversation, get things started. That's what the market's asking. Doesn't mean you have to pay for it, but if it's one of the few out there that you really like, you want to consider getting close to that number. Lastly, on perception, if you win the bid, congratulations! Yes, you did it! Don't turn around after the inspection and start renegotiating. Don't come in asking for the caulk to be filled, stucco cracks to be fixed and painted, the nail holes to be filled and painted over. That's not the time to do it. An inspection is there to really protect you against the big things. If an AC is about to go or has gone, if the roof needs replaced, if there's a leak in the pool, certain things have a dollar value on it that you probably don't want to step into. Those are the items that the inspection is there for. If you can't get those negotiated, then you can consider stepping out. But do not try to renegotiate the numbers based on insignificant things, because that contract will fall out and it'll end up being in somebody else's possession the next day. So I told you I was going to give you a solution to what to do if you didn't win that bid. There's also the opportunity to build in the area. We have dozens of builders available. They're all held to the same building standard. The city of Cape Coral is pretty strict on their inspections, and everybody has to go by those standards. So you're getting a quality home. Look for the finishes you may want. I can give you some guidance. The other real estate agents out there, they can give you some guidance as far as what they've seen. But I do have a couple preferred builders I can share with you. Some of the things I'm learning about this market, especially if it is a Gulf access property or a waterfront property, is if there's a mangrove on the lot, you may see a 9-month to a year delay in getting that situation cleared out to be able to start construction. They have to call out environmentalists to evaluate, and the delay on that is tremendous right now. Speaking of delays, we've got delays on permitting for seawalls, about 3 months out. We've got delays on surveyors coming out, which is about 6 weeks right now. We've got delays on vendors bringing their product. Back in the day is 6 months ago, if the builder called to get block put on the slabs, they can put it up, it'd be there in 3 days. 2 months ago, it'd be a week. Right now, it's 5 weeks to get that block delivered to that slab to build the house. Yeah, those are the kind of delays we're experiencing. Lumber's doing a similar thing, so what's that doing? It's raising the price. Everybody wants it, cost goes up. So these are some of the challenges you'll find even in the building arena. Building times right now on the lower side for a volume builder, you could be looking somewhere in the 6 to 8 months. If it's already started, they might finish it in as little as 4. Construction for a semi-custom to custom builder is at least a year. So if that's the route you want to go, plan accordingly that you're going to need that kind of time to get it done. Another challenge to the new construction in our area is burrowing owls. Okay, if these little guys are on your lot, yeah, they're cute. There's 4 little stakes that generally come up out of the ground, maybe 2 feet tall. Sometimes they're strung with yellow tape around them or white tape, and there's usually a stake in the middle as a cross, so they have a perch to stand on. Anyway, if these little guys are on your lot, you may want to hesitate before you purchase that lot. There is a time frame that they have to allow to pass to find out if the nest has been abandoned before they can do anything about it. If it has not been abandoned, they can relocate it, but again, it's a time delay. You have to get the proper authorization to do so from environmentalists, so there could be some hefty delays if you have owls on your site. So if you're going the building route and buying a lot, verify whether or not there's owls on the lot before making the purchase. At the very least, if you haven't verified the owls on the site prior to the purchase, take your feasibility study time frame, which can be anywhere from 15 to 30 days on average, and find out whether the owls are there and what you'll need to do to have them relocated or removed. When you're considering this new construction, keep in mind you're probably going to be doing it from afar unless you decided to come in and rent in the area. You may not be able to see the progress of this construction. You may not be able to know what's going on, and that sometimes can drive you crazy, just not knowing. So get a building representative. The builder has a salesperson in most cases that they have representing them. You can bring any real estate agent into the transaction. You don't pay for it. It's free to you. The builder pays for it. You get representation. You get somebody that may even go out there, like I do, and video that construction as it's in progress so that you can see what's going on. Sometimes people are thinking, hey man, nothing's going on with my house. What am I going to do? I have nobody to look at it for me. Hey, is Bob down there right now visiting? Maybe we can send him over. You don't have to worry about that. You call your representative, say, hey, I'd like you to go out there and do a video for me. Maybe we can do a conference on a Zoom. But you can have somebody, boots on the ground, eyes and ears, watching and hearing everything that's going on. So keep that in mind. If you're going the building route, find a representative. That's a little bit of what's going on if you're considering moving to Florida and some of the challenges you may find in trying to find the right home here in 2021. If you have any questions about the area, need more information, check out one of these other 2 videos. And if you have a specific question or just want to discuss what your plans are, you've got to call, text, or email because I've got your back when moving to the Gulf Coast.